Alright, good morning. So get used to it. Y'all gonna see me in this outfit a lot because this is pretty much how I wake up in the morning and get myself started. I love being in a robe, especially the silk robe. You've seen it before, you're gonna see it again, all real life right now. So I wish I should have started recording earlier and showing you how I got my first post out for the day. I'm testing new content out on social because there have been some recent changes over to Instagram and I am on a crunch time this morning. I should have gotten up early, but I did not. Usually I get up like around 4. I typically try to get up around that time to get things done the way that I need to, but it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna catch up and figure it all out as I go. You know, that is the theme of my life at this point. It's gonna get figured out one way or the other. But thank God I already had one post already pre-scheduled, and I did a one post that I just did in real time in my apartment. Yes, I've gotten really good at creating content in seconds. Like, I don't know, it's crazy how my mind works now, especially working in lifestyle and knowing what kind of vibe and aesthetic that I want for my own page. And I do have photo shoots here and there with my photographer, but also I think of budget, and also I think of like turnaround time. If I do a brand campaign, most likely I'll shoot with her. I'm thinking that's gonna probably be my way with her from now on, is just brand campaigns. But even while I'm lying, because my last brand campaign, I shot that myself. And I edited it myself too, but when I need another person, I'll reach out to her to kind of get things done. But today's post actually is doing really good on my page. This is just a regular morning. I think my phone just died, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all what it looked like, but thank God my iPad is up. But you know what I can also do? No, I don't. Oh, let me just make sure I got this together. Okay, but I was able to shoot a really quick idea that I thought of in my mind. I took a glass of water, as you can see here, glass of water, and I recorded it on my tripod right here. So if you're wondering how the post went out, it actually, this Monday is how I did it. I got some water from here, right? And I poured it into my cute little bottles, and I poured it into here and put a quote on top of it. There have been some recent drastic changes to Instagram and Instagram's algorithm and how Instagram will be looked at from now on. Instagram is now only seen as a video sharing platform, no longer a photo sharing platform, which is a major change to even get this kind of information to understand what's going on. It's gonna be crazy. So the fact that Instagram is trying to compete so much with TikTok, you gotta keep up with the changes. We're not the ones who control or own these platforms. So being a person who is working on social media nowadays and having to be on top of it to understand like how to grow my following, what I want to do, how I want to do it, is super important. So I'm looking at my phone again, but it's clearly dead. My fault. But looking at my iPad, the reel is doing really good, and my engagement has been down because, of course, I have not been posting. I've been posting for everyone else, working for everyone else, which I'm not complaining about. But as I look, let me see, because last time I checked the reel, it was around 600 views, and reels are getting pushed super fast right now. So let me take a look at my personal profile real quick. Let me see how this reel is doing. Okay, the reel is already over 1,000 views. My last reel that I posted, which was a brand collab, I got a little over 3,000 views. But these reels I'm gonna be doing from now on are really just to kind of like be the top of my funnel where people can find me on social, build my following, they can watch my YouTube channel as you're watching now. So this is all strategy that I'm doing and implementing. I do have to get some writing done because I have a newsletter that has to go out, not necessarily for me, but for a brand I'm working with. So it's a few things I'm going on, but I'm really proud that this reel is doing so well because I really wanted to see how would it perform. So I initially was going off of Planoly and following Planoly's method and seeing how Planoly was telling me, like, you know, what are the best songs, not the best songs, but best times to post. I tried it yesterday, didn't get much engagement, but I'm not surprised because the image that I used was a brand collab image that it's a pretty photo, but you can tell that it is a photo trying to sell you a product, you know? Although I took it on my phone, it's a really pretty picture that I'm sure the brand will pick up and use for themselves too. So I am still cool with how it came out. I am mad at it. But let me tell y'all, a lot of this content nowadays you can literally shoot on your phone. You don't necessarily need a whole bunch of like gadgets and all these different things thinking. It's not even the equipment, it's the talent behind the camera. That's important. People think a lot of times like, what camera should I use for X, Y, and Z? No, learn your camera, learn what you're looking for, learn your style. There's so many different aspects to it. Of course you can get inspired by other people, but there's a vibe that you're gonna have for yourself eventually as you continue going. So for me, I have a vibe for me. I know what my vibe, my taste looks like. And I think my taste is pretty understood on my channel, across all social media platforms that I use. So I'm actually gonna post the same reel over to my, okay, my phone is really dead. Because I just had to check just now again to see how it was looking, but no, oh girl did not even want to turn on just now. But I'm gonna post it to my Facebook as well and see how it performs over there. But I've been sharing on both platforms. Eventually, I need to get myself into TikTok. I'm thinking, what if I just do TikToks that are like an inspirational page? Just kind of like put quotes over there and just let it just run on its own. Just so I have some kind of presence over there on TikTok. I don't feel like dancing on camera, although I can dance. It's just a lot, you know what I mean? Like, I'll figure it out eventually. But right now I'm kind of like getting my feet wet again, and this feels good. I want to keep doing it and I don't want to stop, but I need to get this done. I'm gonna give myself a time limit of like, I'm gonna shoot for 11 o'clock to be done with this newsletter writing, and yeah, so I'm gonna give myself to 11 o'clock so we can go out at 12 or 1. Can be an email blast to a whole bunch of people. All right, I'm out. I'm about to go and focus, put on my jazz music. This is how I usually do it. So I go to Spotify, I use Spotify, yeah. And I go on my jazz music, and it helps me really, really zone out and just have a quiet morning. I like quiet. My friend was saying that, she's like, oh, no, you see like quiet time. I sure do. By the way, the playlist that I use on Spotify to keep me like focused, it's called Coffee Table Jazz. So this is the actual station I listen to. I let the music rock in the background, put it pretty low. By the way, I was not listening to him. He just came up on a on a recommendations list. But yeah, okay, so let's go into my phone real quick. Loading up now, I'm seeing a lot of like pop-ups that people are liking my reel. So let's look at my page real quick. This is my current reel that's out. Right now I am at 58 likes, right? But let's check my views. Let's make sure it's fresh. I'm at 1383. Last time that I noticed was it had died like after an hour, meaning that I wasn't getting an influx of views after an hour on my, after an hour on my last post. I noticed I wasn't getting a lot of views on it. So I'm gonna see if posting in the morning with these reels, and I'm gonna try to do everything high frequency. Specifically like my YouTube, having at least 2 videos a week on Thursdays and Sundays. As you can see, I'm not doing no major editing at all. You're just getting like cuts. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just gonna show you just how like my day-to-day really is. So today is another day-to-day. I am finishing this newsletter, have this post out, monitoring. I have some other copy to write today too. I see that and I also use hashtags to kind of help myself get boosted amongst this day. Let's see, let's just see. But again, if you are working on social, trying to build your following, keep in mind, Instagram has officially changed. When it says that they're going to pivot and focus on video, this then tells me that there's going to be a major shift. So as a shift occurs, don't focus on pictures so much. Okay, I have a call coming. Let me check this out. Okay, good morning. Another good morning. So as you see, I have a mask on. And by the way, get used to this look. You're gonna see me like in this robe a lot because it's typically how I start my mornings for real. As you see, I have a mask on. I have been up since 4. Right now it's about 6, almost 6:30. I did a gratitude letter. A lot of times growing up, I've always had a journal, okay? So I love to write. I love to let my thoughts out. I love to feel it, like very Carrie Bradshaw, but black and gay, right? So this is a journal that I was gifted by one of my friends years ago for a birthday. And I'm pretty far in the journal. I have like a few pages left. It's not completely done. Ooh, I am deep in it, but I can go back and just read. And sometimes I need to, because it'll remind me exactly where I was when. Like I have something I just saw July 11th, 2016. This was 5 years ago when I wrote in here. I definitely know I was laid off from work at the time. I have something I wrote May 11th, 2020. Yeah, I don't know, like, I just stopped writing it. I think I just got like caught up in just trying to make this whole online life thing work, or whatever you want to call it. I have to finally record my podcast. Not gonna lie to you, sometimes the podcast does come out late. Either I miss a week or I miss like a day, and then I'll put it up the next day. I do want to keep it weekly, but I'm gonna try to figure out different strategies on how to record my podcast. So some episodes are gonna go down to 30 minutes. Usually I do about an hour of conversation on the podcast, but I'm gonna do more. And if you're listening to the podcast, please do me a favor and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It's definitely helpful for me, because I get to know exactly what you think. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts, concerns, things of that nature? So I'll show you here. If I show you my screen, it's my computer screen. Can you see it? Yeah, so this is how I map out my notes of what I'm gonna talk about. I do it in Google Docs, and I know exactly what I want to say, what talking points I want to speak on, what I want to keep, what I feel like is important. So I do a little bit of research into this for sure. For sure, a lot of the podcast, keep in mind, is my own lived experiences. But this one this week was actually interesting for me. It's about what men recently shared online, or what they wish women knew. Look, I'm just gonna chime in and give my thoughts and points of views on this. I feel like it's great to be gay and have like a middle opinion on certain things. So I can relate to some guys, but I just want to comment more. And we don't really get to hear a lot of what, like, I guess cisgendered straight men have to say or think, specifically when it comes to the emotions. And I really want to touch about that and kind of hear them speak honestly. So it was a very, very busy day. I had an email sent to me recently too about a model call. We'll see how that goes. It's supposed to be next week, but I'm trying to look at the details for that. And I do want to vlog like different processes and show you guys like life is different every single day. And don't be afraid to ask for the money. When people like, you know, pitch you ideas or things of that nature, what you want to do, like, don't be afraid to. Like, just ask, what's the compensation, to know if it's worth your time. Do you need to move things around, like meetings and stuff? I am going to record this podcast shortly, so I can be ready to go and have it posted for today. I'm gonna get a post scheduled and ready to go out for Live Civil first, and I have some copy to write, and I also have to make sure to start batching out content for a client for next week. And I gotta send a reminder for an invoice. I have to send out at least 2 invoices as well today. So what I'm gonna do is write a to-do list and get myself together when it comes to that, because I need to, because I am super duper busy and tired to remember everything. Oh, I gotta show y'all later today. Like, I finally got groceries. Finally went to the grocery store, yeah. Finally went, but I also had some stuff delivered, and I had my friend hook me up. Shout out to Melissa, that is my girl. She let me use her Costco, and I just reimbursed her, and I got a lot of things in bulk that I needed. So a few more things I want to order from Costco, but I got me some OxyClean, girl. Bitch, when I tell you it's the big one, the big old thingy. I got some oatmeal, some big old, like, this is the one thing I want you to understand. Friend, get into that. Tap that friend's shoulder, buy what you need in bulk that you know you're gonna use. Because the last time I needed to really shop like this was like October last year. It's held on for almost a year right now. I still have some extra stuff that I bought from back then that have lasted. Toilet paper out the wazoo. I definitely have booty wipes, okay? Not just toilet paper, paper towel. I just bought some more. What else is there? Even if it's body wash, deodorant, things like that. Specifically if you're gonna quit your job, get you stuff in bulk so that you're not keep buying and spending extra money. And I bought some like foods and things that I know I'm gonna use consistently in bulk too. So that's in my pantry right now. It's not organized at all, but I'm gonna show y'all like for sure later today after I get certain things done. And yeah. Okay, good morning. All right, and it's a little bright in here, but I wanted to show you all exactly what I'm doing. By the way, I'm late on everything for myself, and this is what ends up happening because I have so much work to do for other clients and things to put together. And I cannot lie, last night I actually was up late with a friend talking and catching up. And this is the hard part when it comes to like entrepreneurship and stuff, because I try to have balance in a regular life and not drop like all my friends and disown all my friends. I still want to be able to have balance in the relationships that I have and I care for. So, you know, every relationship you have and you care for, you have to be present. I like to be present. I like to make sure like I'm listening, I'm hearing what you're saying, that I am basically, you know, being a good friend. Like that matters to me. But I was up late just catching up, and I was gonna stay up and edit all night. Didn't happen. I fell asleep because I was tired. But my place is a mess. This is how my apartment looks right now. I'm gonna show you me. I'm gonna fix it because I wanna create a piece of content for my Instagram. I have been posting more on my Instagram organically and using like real content that I already have, that I've saved on my phone that I have not posted. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna use all this stuff that I have and I've been sitting on. I was digging for my phone. I fell asleep on my couch. This is real life, by the way. Fell asleep on my couch. So it looked like this right now. I am going to fix my couch. I could not find, by the way, I don't sleep crazy. It's only because I could not find my phone this morning because it was stuck in between the couch, and I had to lift the couch to pull it out. But I'm gonna give you a couch update too, because I really need to give you all a couch update to understand. I want to give you a stools update on how that's been going. Because I know some of you do like my stools, and I loved my stools when I first got them, by the way. But things happen, you know, things happen over time, wear and tear, to kind of give you like a review exactly how it looks and give you a real update. So I'll be doing that in a separate video. But what I want to show you right now is pretty much how I do my content. And you know what? I'm gonna also do a little haul and run through stuff that I got from Costco. I have like some boxes here, leftover of stuff that I have. I do need to prep some chicken, so I had it thaw out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna prep this morning. Have to wash some dishes. Do not judge me for this. This is just what real life looks like. So I put it on the side and put this over here. It's still in the container. So I touch it. I'm about to prep it and then put it in the freezer. It's changed how the process goes for me. So this morning is going to be a content creation morning for myself really quick. And then I have to go finish editing a vlog that I have to finish with. And I have to, in between, do some work for my, for my clients. And then I also still gotta go to the gym midday today. I'm thinking, I usually try to go like mid-morning. I like around the 10 a.m. And that's why it fucked me up last night, excuse my language, for being up late, talking on the phone so late till 1 in the morning, and not getting up in my usual 4 a.m. morning that I usually get up. So it threw me off, which is fine, but it's not okay. I cannot keep doing that. I have to do better, and it's something that doesn't happen quite often, but I have to like kind of give myself like hard breakdowns and like, hey friends, we gonna be off the phone by like 10:30. Maybe 11 the latest. So it's depending on what I gotta do. And at least now with the editing, I have to rewatch the videos. Just to make sure that they're up to, you know, making sure the story makes sense of what I cut and edit. But I'm gonna clean up my room, and I'm going to show you how I create content for myself and kind of give you like a behind the scenes view of things. So here we go. Typically, I want you to know, this is not how I usually make my bed. This was the quick way I make my bed. This is not how I really do it. This is how I kind of slapped it together in the morning, because I'm gonna shoot this really quick. And I actually probably should do a video about like how I make my bed. So what I'm gonna do now is grab my phone. This is the phone that I have now. That's my backup phone. And I'm gonna use, don't judge me for this. I have this small stand here, and I'm gonna put the stand over here, right? And I'm gonna record myself in bed, but I prefer to use the back side of the phone. So I'm gonna probably turn this around this way and frame myself perfectly in my bed. But another tripod that I have, absolutely love this, is this tripod. This tripod can also frame me pretty well too. And I'm gonna do like a reel for IG with a tweet again, but it's gonna be a different kind of tweet. And I'm gonna get in bed and kind of like redo the process. This is how I think about what I want my content to look like. And yes, certain things are created this way because I'm one person. I have an idea, I have a vibe that I want to create, and I just make it kind of happen with the tripods that I have here. So I'm thinking about somewhat blurring the background a little bit, but I got a lot of reviews on the last one that I did, specifically when it was about, don't water yourself down to fill someone else's cup. I thought that was a great one, and it performed really well. I got a lot of shares. So now I'm about to do another tweet, but this time another setup with me in my bed. And that's going to keep just posting to work with the algorithm and grow my following organically. Again, I'm not out here trying to fake the funk. I want to be real to myself and how I want to do it. But I have to create the setup to create the aesthetic. So if you're looking to do it, this is basically how I do my process. And now I am going to get in my bed and do the process of how I do it. Okay, so right now, this is where I have the tripod sitting right now. But I'm thinking, well, this is the tripod that I like with my camera. So this is the frame that I have right now. Just to add some greenery, I like to have greenery in the shot. But what I'm realizing is the sun is over here. I feel like the sun would look better when it moves. So I'm gonna wait some time. I'm gonna do some other work in the meantime and wait for the sun to move some more over here. Right now it's around 7 a.m., about to be 8 a.m. pretty soon. And I just wanna see how the sun trickles over, and I'm going to shoot it and get it over with. But I'm probably gonna do it now anyway, just to kind of get something done. It doesn't have to be perfect. There I go, being a perfectionist again. So I'm not gonna wait for the sun. I am literally going to just do it now with the situation that I have, record it, not worry about the sun moving, keep the angle that I have, just gonna record it for a few seconds, and I'm gonna overlay it the way I wanna overlay it, add it to my reels. And I got a lot of great feedback because people said it gave them ASMR vibes. So to kind of always think about it, and one thing I'll tell you when you do create content, what's important is understanding your background. Be very mindful of your backgrounds, nothing too distracting. So try to keep it very minimal, less distracting, and you control the eye of the viewer based on the lens. So what I do first is make sure you clean your lens wherever you're shooting from, whether if it's gonna be front facing or if it's gonna be the back of the camera. So that's what I do. And I'm about to hop in the bed and recreate this idea of like a morning vibe, me in bed, of how I want it to look. So I'll give you guys this angle and you're gonna see me create it in the reel. This is what I recorded. I'm not completely in love with it, but I do like this part of it. So what I'm gonna do is probably cut it where it looks really calming and figure out a way, like I like this. The angle's not the best. I don't like the part when I moved, but it's gonna be very quick and easy, nothing too long. I like this side more. Yeah, I think I can make it work. Or what I can also do is get some more footage. And if I wanna get some more footage, that's what I would do. I am going to where is my camera? Hit here, right? And what I can also do is just pan my bedroom, and this could be an easy way to make it seem like a vibe. Like an idea this way of like a morning. This is how I start to think. But I need to just do one hand a little more steadier. So I'm gonna pan my bed and give it a vibe to add that on. You'll see when I create it. I'm gonna create it real quick. So let me put you right here and you're gonna see me create. What I just did, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is what I'm actually gonna go with instead because I like this a lot. So I'm gonna press play and I did a pan of my bed and I'm gonna add like a filter to it to make it look really cute. And I'm going to add an overlay with a quote over it and post it for myself on my own stories. Yeah, I think I might do it again because I saw my foot in the last shot, but you could do it again. Let me see. This is a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. Yeah, it's good. I think what's challenged me in the past is like being a content creator, you start thinking to yourself like, oh, I have to save my content for another day. But now I'm just kind of like, whatever, I'm not saving nothing. I can think on the fly. I'm a fast thinker. I know how to create. I'm a creative person, so I don't have to save it. I can just keep thinking of things. Just as you've seen just now, real time, how I laid in bed and I shot one thing and then I thought of another idea just like that of what I could do with the same content without taking mad time. So now I'm gonna add it to my my stories. Use a specific filter I like on my stories. I like the Paris filter, and I'm gonna save the video and then I'm going to overlay it with the quote on top of it on Canva, and then I'm going to upload it into my stories. Not my stories, on my page, because Reels is the thing now that IG is pushing, and since my quote did really good the other day, I'm gonna try a new quote today and just see how it performs. So this is how I create content in real time. Okay, I'm in the kitchen now and I wanna show you all like certain tips that I can give you when it comes to prepping your food and making sure you have your stuff together, right? So this is what I do to make sure that I always have food at the ready. Although the other week we noticed that I was missing food because I hadn't gone grocery shopping, but I went grocery shopping, and what I do is I make sure that I prep this way. Where I have chicken always stored in the refrigerator, and this goes in the freezer. It's already prepped, seasoned, and it's gonna go in the freezer to preserve even longer. I am one person, so I actually get this. I washed all my dishes. That's clean and good to go. This goes back in the refrigerator, and I use my air fryer when I need to have something, put it in and go. You know, set it and forget it, right? So this goes in the refrigerator, this goes in the freezer. I'm about to use these oranges, orange peels, and I'm going to clean in here and just throw some oranges down there. I had threw some earlier, but I was like, you know, let me make sure I show you all. So instead of just throwing this in the trash, I put the citrus scents in here, and voila. It makes the garbage disposals just smell so much better from the citrus scent. So that's one tip I can definitely give you. But I am gonna show you all pretty much like a haul of what I got at Costco. Not sure if that should be a separate video or just do it all in this video. If you are planning on leaving your job, corporate job, I definitely tell you now, stock up on all the things you'll need for a long time. Just so that you are good and you don't have to keep running to the store, spending mad money. Cause I actually did that first last year when I first left my corporate job in October. And now I just did a little pickup of some more things. and that should last me a while. So I don't plan on eating out too much. If anything I need to go to the store for is just like veggies and chicken, and that's about it. But I should be good to go. Yep. Now I'm gonna finish doing a little bit of cleanup to my apartment, getting it back together, looking like it needs to. I already know what I'm going out for work-wise. This morning, I know I was gonna go out for myself this morning pretty soon. I'm about to like work on my own content so that I can go out too. So you see that pretty much live. I do wanna do a workout this morning, but I have to edit a video. I'm late on everything. I'm late on my podcast. I'm a little late on getting my my vlog out, but the podcast is already recorded. I just have to piece it together and edit it and put it together and have it ready for release. So what I'm gonna do is knock out working on the content for this morning for Lip Civil. Then I am going to do my content, and then I'm gonna edit my podcast. So I'm gonna bring my podcast stuff out here just so I can edit it and get it ready to go. After I do that, I'm gonna start working on editing the vlog so that can be out in time as well. Okay, so I just made my morning smoothie. My podcast is edited and getting ready to be scheduled. This is my smoothie. I put some strawberries, a frozen banana, and what else did I put in there? Some almond milk. I put some agave as well. I probably should throw some chia seeds too in there. Yeah, but this is my morning smoothie, getting myself together, getting started, about to pour it up and enjoy. Yeah, pretty good, pretty thick too. I could have probably added some more almond milk, but yeah, this is my first time using this almond milk. I got it from, why am I losing the name? From Costco in a box. So it says, oh, it actually gives you like a smoothie in the background. So you can do a banana, berry, and oat smoothie. It says 1 cup of almond vanilla beverage, which is this, I assume. It says a half a cup of frozen mixed berries, half a banana, and cut quick oats. So I'm thinking that's what I have ready. I will try that. I'll see what happens. I'll definitely give this recipe a try. I think I have everything I need here actually. So this is technically like my breakfast today. I actually jumped on the scale and the scale said I was 2 pounds higher than I was yesterday. Yesterday I worked out and got down to 175. I've been 175 for 2 days and I was happy. I think what really happened was I don't care, TMI, right? I haven't gone to the bathroom. And I'm not gonna lie, I ate late last night. I was hungry, I was up late, and I ended up not snacking. Well, kind of had a snack. And I had a banana, which was carbs, which was in sense me gaining that weight. So really it's just like probably water weight and not going to the bathroom yet. So that's the truth. So I'm gonna keep it light this morning. I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna store the other rest of the smoothie in one of my mason jars and I'll put it in the refrigerator. I'll probably sip on it again later as like a snack. But I do have some lunch in here. This is low carb. I'm pretty much gonna do like a low carb day for the most part. I have some chicken. I put some, it's a little bit leftovers from dinner last night. So this is what I made. It doesn't look super pretty, right? But it's okay. This is what I made last night. Hopefully, okay. So this is the chicken and this is the zucchini noodles that I got from Walmart. So the chicken's already made. I put it in the air fryer. Yes, it's a little dark. I actually like mine dark like that. Beneath it is some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna add some more sun-dried tomatoes later to it when I have it for lunch. But this would be that, this would be that. And I'll probably have for dinner, probably something of the similar concoction. I'll probably have some chicken again with, I'm trying to think of something else. Chicken with broccoli is what I'm thinking right now. And I'll probably do sun-dried tomatoes again. It just tastes good, that's all. That's all that I could say. But I'm gonna finish uploading my podcast up and then go back to the computer and do some more work, store some of the stuff away, wash my blender, and keep going about my day. I really do want to go to the gym today. I really do. I want to go to the gym today to make sure that I finish, and I want to show you guys like me on the bike, because I've been doing the bike a lot. I love the bike. I sweat a lot on the bike, but I'm gonna like let you see exactly what it looks like for me and my perspective and what I be doing. Yeah, so this is like another day in my life.